Yo, so what's going on, guys? It's my first video. I'm going to give you my honest thoughts on the Battlefield 6 beta. I'm a casual player. I don't play too much. The standard 9 to 5 job, so it's going to be pretty short and sweet. But I thought I'd jump in with a negative first, get them out of the way. It's the classes. They're a bit of a mess at the moment, in my opinion. Going through sort of the assault and the support classes, I feel like they've had a bit of a major switch up and not for the best. Don't understand why the medic doesn't have the medic bag again, and the support having the ammo, which I guess it does, but I feel like they've kind of both swapped around. So in the background video now, I'm just going through the classes, currently on engineer. This is still pretty standard to what we're used to. Repair tool, lock-on and non-lock-on rocket launchers with a motion sensor mine. So I do feel like that's kind of in the same realm. I could have been certain that the sensor mine's not been in any of the battlefields at the moment, as it's a anti-air vehicle mine. I get you had the little ones, you had like Battlefield 4, I forgot what they're called, but sort of the same thing. But yeah, the support class, so the supply bag, fair enough, gives you all your ammo, but it's the health I don't fully understand, and the defibs. Why? I guess support kind of goes in with play, but I guess if you play this game regularly, you'd be more accustomed to having the medic pouches and the medic bags. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see what the full reveal has, but the recon class, very good. Auto spot is brilliant. I'll get on to that a little bit later on. I do feel like it's slightly overpowered. Sniper being able to rechamber quicker in between shots, very, very helpful as well, but you do get the auto reload chamber on the sniper in the demo at the moment. So overall, bit of a mess, but we'll see what will happen when the game gets released. So, game modes. We'll start off with Conquest. Go for the original, what we're all used to. Overall, the maps in the beta, they play pretty well. You see a lot of comments in the chat saying they're very sort of COD focused, which I get in some way, but again, this is just a beta. We still got like another, I want to say about another, what is it, 9 maps on release, 4 on here, so we've got another 5 to go, yeah, including Operation Firestorm, so that would be nice. But yeah, Conquest plays quite well. If you are against a very good team who are coordinated and get the objectives, you will lose by a landslide. I've been pretty unfortunate. I'm not the best player in the world, if I'm being completely honest. We would lose 0 to like 700 on some maps, and that happens quite commonly. I think the design layout for all the maps are pretty good. Lots of tight spots, so if you can get a good flank on any of the maps, you'll be in for a good reward. But some maps do leave you running around a little bit. You can feel like you're wasting a lot of the time running around if you're not used to that sort of combat style. I guess anyone playing this game now is used to that sort of format, so nothing really different there. But I do like the designs of the map. I do feel like they are lacking in sort of contrast. So if you go back to like Battlefield 4 and then maybe Battlefield 1, those games were colourful, bright, just really, really visually appealing when you're playing the game. I understand this has some sort of contrast, but it is a bit dull. So on the map we're playing now, I forget the name because I absolutely hate it. Lots of orange. So fire, the bricks on the building. It is nice, but I wouldn't say it's catchy. It's a bit dull. I think Level Cap did a really, really good comparison when he just basically upped the contrast on one of the videos and it looked completely different. Don't think that change will sort of be implemented anyway, but yeah, as for Conquest, it's the same old routine that we're all used to. Plays out really well. If you've got a squad going, I'd honestly team up, get to know the map, get familiar with the choke points, and then sort of utilize that to your advantage and go from there. Domination is next on the list. Plays out again just like the classic. You've got your 3 flags, A, B, and C. It's always a rush to fight for the B flag when it comes to territorial control. Plays out really fast. It's one of the fast-paced games if you're looking to sort of level up your weapon, try out some attachments, or if you're sick of running around in Conquest and not really feeling achieved, again, this is something you can do, or go on to Team Deathmatch. I don't really have much gameplay for all of the game modes, so I'm only putting in the ones that I've sort of personally enjoyed with. I do apologise as well, I do have a cold, and this mic is probably the worst mic I could ever find in the house, but we try and make it work. But yeah, Domination, fast paced, got to be quick on your feet with this one. In the gameplay now, I got pretty lucky with those 2 kills. I was on low health to begin with, second guy fired him down. It's really nice. But yeah, this game played out really good. We did end up winning by quite a mile. But again, it's another game mode where you could just sort of put your feet up, get some kills, level up your weapons, sort of get familiar with different ones as well. I know it could be quite hard on Conquest if you're running around on a big map and you can't find people. Rush is also a good one to try out as well if you're looking for a sort of a faster paced game. I do have some gameplay on that which I'll get into in a minute, because I do have a little concern about it, but again, I feel like it'll be the same problem we've had pretty much throughout every single Battlefield that's been in. But yeah, Domination, really good, thoroughly enjoy it, I'd recommend it. On this game I was the attacking team, so you have 2 objectives on the map, A and B, and the entire map is split into segments, 3 to 4 I do believe, depending on the map. The gameplay in the background is absolutely terrible. I was messing around with weapons, seeing which ones work well for me on this map, because I really do enjoy this map, but I really struggled to sort of get sunk in with it. I don't know what it was, but nevertheless. So primary objective is to arm the 2 bombs on A and B. Once they then get armed and they both successfully get destroyed, you then progress to the next section, and then your tickets go back up to 75. Sort of rinse and repeat until on the very end. If you do fail to plant both objectives, regardless of what sort of segment you're on, so for example if you're playing on the first bit like we are now, if we don't successfully plant those bombs and we lose all of our tickets, we then lose the game. So it could either be a fairly quick game, or it could be a nice prolonged one where you get lots of kills, and then obviously play it all out, get lots of XP. I would say it is good for grinding XP at the moment. Close second would be Conquest, depending on how well you play again. But yeah, overall on this map, the issues that we sort of tend to see, again, I believe it's just the way the game is played. You have a limit on how far you can push forward. So, for example, now I'm on top of the rocks, and if you look on the minimap, I'm pretty close to their base. So if I walk in there now, I get a warning to say I need to turn around. The only issue is, people tend to camp a lot at the back with snipers. Again, you can critique it like I am. I sort of, can't beat him, join him. I'm not a great sniper either, but I thought I'd give it a go. I just can't really sit at the back of the map and do anything. It does bore me. But Rush plays really well. I don't think anything will beat the OG Battlefield 3 Metro days, especially on the beta. That is pure bliss. But again, it's a really good game mode. You can really get competitive if you're sort of against the same level team. If you're against people who are absolute cracked, then yeah, best of luck winning. If your teammates are cracked, then yeah, you're just going to literally walk through the entire map and be done within 5-10 minutes. But yeah, Rush plays out really well. I'm yet to play it on all the maps to see sort of what it is. I think when the game comes out, I'll get my honest reviews on that. Sort of go from there again. So, what's vehicle warfare like? In the gameplay now is just a bit of me in a jet. I used to absolutely love being in the jets in Battlefield 3 and 4. I clocked up a fair amount of kills on them. So I thought I'd give it a try. This is sort of my second attempt, I think it was, with the jet. Overall, it feels very similar. Not much has changed. There's obviously visual differences, stuff like that, and the free guided bomb that you get on this, you get 2 of them, and they regen over time. That's what I've got on now. You've got a little circle. You sort of aim it where you need to go. It can be hard to control. If you get good with this, you could absolutely steamroll an entire lobby, without a doubt. They are very powerful. Maneuverability, again, it's sharp, it's crisp, and the noise that you hear from them when you're on the ground is next level. They've completely outdone themselves with this one. I would like to see attack jets. We don't know, well, I don't know if they've been confirmed yet, but they were quite a statement as well. They were very powerful with their 30mm cannons that they had. But overall, if you come up against in any battlefield, a good helicopter pilot, a good pilot itself, yeah, prepare for a massive headache. Short and sweet, jets are amazing, they sound amazing. If you're good at them, then congratulations to yourself, you're doing something right. Final thoughts then. To be fair, overall, the game itself is pretty good. I'm impressed with how it plays, the level of detail that they put into this build currently. It's looking well finished, but there is a couple of things which I think need to be addressed. I know a couple of other YouTubers have mentioned the same thing. The biggest problem at the moment is the spotting. It's too strong. All you have to do is literally just aim your gun at anything on the map and now they'll just pop up, and all you have to do is shoot at the diamond. It's pretty free kills, if I'm being honest. I can see that being annoying in the long term. I don't really know sort of the fix that they could put together for it, but we'll just kind of have to wait and see. Latency issues, it's been pretty solid. I've got a well-spec PC, so it can run this game on the max settings quite comfortably. I remember Battlefield 4 had severe rubber banding issues when the game first launched. I don't really think there's been a smooth Battlefield game that's launched in what feels like forever. The map design is brilliant, really happy with them again. I mentioned earlier on, a bit of contrast would be nice. The map we're on now is also stupidly beautiful to play on. Everything just feels Battlefield. I feel like this is the closest that we've gotten to a Battlefield 3 and 4 in what feels like forever. I know Battlefield 1 and 5 were pretty good. I know Battlefield 1 sort of, you know, put us in a golden era of Battlefield again. But I think this is the closest that we're going to get, and I think we're all for it. The new mechanic of dragging people when they're down into cover, I think that's absolutely brilliant. I don't know why they didn't do that in the first place, but I guess as games progress and move on, there's always room to sort of, you know, add on these extra features which people want. I do feel like they've listened. They listened to what we want as a community. The only thing is the classes as well. They're just a bit of a mess, and I really hope they sort of get resolved a little bit. I'm not really feeling confident in it. I know in Battlefield, was it 1 or 5, the classes had a massive overhaul, and it took them, what, a good part of a year to get that design fixed and put back to what we're used to. But yeah, been dragging on for a bit now. I'm really happy with the game at the moment. I do apologise about the way this video has been set out. I've not scripted anything. I'm just going free mind, so it's not going to be perfect. But let me know what your thoughts are. Are you guys enjoying it? What do you think could be improved? Is there anything you want to be added to the game? But overall, very happy. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.